guys? They're not in the playoffs right now. And the Vikings are. They didn't score a touchdown. They didn't score a point until the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter. And they're in the playoffs. Like, this is why this season's been so freaking bad. For that reason. I'm like, the Rams should have won that game. There's a chance they're not going to make the playoffs this year because of stuff like this. It's maddening. Roll the play of the day. I'm done with this. I'm done with the Rams. I'm done with... I hate them. Just roll the play of the day.
As all day here. Now he's going to take a deep shot. Sutton in the end zone. And Cortland Sutton with a flag down makes the catch.
The thing I love, Tiki, you said it, hanging in the pocket for a count, right? Not escaping too early. And it gives time for guys to develop on the outside.
Allen Wallace breaks out of a tackle, takes it down the sideline. He stays in bounds. He stays on his feet. He takes it all the way and ends the game.
Under any future discipline. He is hot at DK Metcalf. He is just flying in there, going crazy.
We have points in Las Vegas.
Offsides by the offense, lined up in the neutral zone.
One of the most exciting plays. A TD is wiped. Well, have they lost the locker room? What is going on here with Mahomes?
I just said the frustration is growing for Mahomes. Watch Mahomes.
Well, it just became a...
Welcome back to the Fun NFL. Of course, please like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy the NFL Week 14 Sunday recap. Obviously, we had 11 games that went on. I'm a little mad about some of them. Obviously, it was not the greatest day for any Rams fan at all. Like, all that happened, it was not fun. But with all that said, let's get right through the injuries. The Niners really didn't. I mean, yeah, it was a little bit concerning with Javon Hargrave's injury. Again, they're playing in Arizona, which could be an interesting game. Nothing much for the Bucs though. Again, one guy, I think it was Brian Moan. He might be back. I'm gonna say no, but he could be back. Nothing much for the Eagles, and definitely not for the Jets. Aaron Rodgers won't be back if you didn't know. Like, it would be very unlikely. Derek Carr still dealing with injuries. Jalen Naylor, again, probably their third receiver, is questionable for Week 15. Again, they did just play in Vegas. They got a game in Cincinnati on Saturday, so that's interesting. Because again, the NFL Network tripleheader is this upcoming week. Rams, Rob Havenstein left in the first quarter. They were playing the Commanders on Sunday, so that'll be interesting how they deal with that. Raiders, a lot of guys are injured. For the biggest one, Josh Jacobs, they are again playing the Chargers on Thursday, so we'll see what happens there. Tutu Atwell also got a concussed for the Rams, so again, he might not play on next Sunday. Jags, they got a Sunday nighter. They're going to need everyone they can. And then the Chargers, obviously, Justin Herbert, he won't play. If you didn't know, he injured his finger. He will not be playing against the Raiders. That's all. On Thursday. Again, nothing much. Big injuries for the Texans. Like, all the good players. Nico Collins, like, absolutely obliterated his calf on the first drive. And I'd be surprised if he actually played. If he does play, that would be cool. But, like, it's not too likely. I'm not going to say no because we've seen crazier stuff happen. So, I'm not going to say no, but it was not a good injury. Of course, they're playing at the Titans. Cedar Stroud got concussed, so that's not great. Again, he left late in the game. And then, obviously, Will Anderson Jr. got injured as well. You can definitely see him frustrated in this game. Nothing much for the Lions or any of these other teams. I mean, Nick Manito, a little bit significant. Again, they are playing on Saturday as well. Saturday night, to be exact. Browns, nothing crazy, or the Bengals, or the Panthers. I mean, like, yeah, it's the Panthers. AJ Epinesa, they get hurt, though, so that's a little interesting. And then, obviously, he going up, nothing much really at all. Damien Harris could be back, and he had that really bad concussion. Devin White, is foot injury is questionable, but outside of that, Kenny Pickett will be out, Week 15. So any Steelers fans, you won't be seeing him on Saturday. So just keep that in mind. Taysom Hill did get injured, I guess. Keep going up. nothing much at all. Sean Wade, illness. He could be back again. That's just because, again, it's pretty rare what happened to him. Tyler B and Clinton Lake for the Rams. Both those guys could be back. And obviously starting offensive tackle for the Raiders what is called Colton Miller might not play. So that'll be interesting because, again, they are playing on Thursday. I'm looking at it. I mean, Jonathan Taylor is expected to return week 16. Again, he's not playing on Saturday. Yeah, keep going up. Oh, what is called? DeJuan Jones, knee injury. What happened to DeJuan Jones? Oh, that's terrible. Okay, he probably tore his ACL or something. So, goodbye to who had a fantastic rookie year well, maybe not fantastic, but a very good rookie year in DeJuan Jones. That really sucks. The Browns have just had terrible injury luck this year. Keep looking at it. What is it called? Kyle Hamilton strained his MCL, something like that. And again, they are playing on Sunday night in Jacksonville, so that'll be pretty interesting. With all that said, though, I'm just gonna get in the playoff picture really quick. What is it called? Teams that are eliminated. The Patriots just got eliminated. So any Patriots fans think your team's still in the playoff hunt? Well, you're not. Panthers 1-12 obviously were eliminated last week. And looking at the other teams that are basically out of it are the Raiders, Jets, Titans, probably the Chargers, even though they're still kind of in it. Bears. They actually are technically in the playoff race. Giants, they got a game against the Packers, which I really don't know what the hell's going on there. Cardinals, again, and Commanders both basically out of it. But looking at the teams that are still basically in it, the Bears still technically have a shot, but let's say no about that. Saints, Falcons, and Bucs all for the division, but obviously the Bucs did move up with their win. We'll get to that obviously a little later. Seahawks losing their 4th straight. They have a game against the Eagles, which again will be interesting. That is a must-win for them next Sunday night. Rams, well, you'll see in a little bit with that happening. Vikings are somehow still freaking above 500. I really hope they lose out because that's the type of team they're playing as. Packers, the Rams should have beat them. That's all I'll say there. But again, they are playing on Monday night tonight. Again, don't know what happened there. Eagles, again, losing to the Cowboys. Technically, they are still first in the division. Like, they're tied, basically. Lions, very fraudulent, but they're basically just going to be here for the rest of the year. We'll see, though. Bucs 6-7 are again, they took over the first place, but by like 8 tiebreakers. And then the Niners again are ruling the whole entire league. AFC side though, it's a complete crapshoot right now. There are a lot of teams that have a lot of records. But again, Raiders Chargers basically out of it. Bills are 7-6. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams that are 7-6 in the AFC. All of them have a shot again to make it. Bills are definitely a team you want to look out for though, because oh god, if they win out, look out. But either way, what it's called. Not the Steelers. Steelers and Colts are the two 7-6 teams in the playoffs. Colts going to have all those head-to-heads. Steelers are just, again, winning games. Browns, again, they got that massive win against the Jaguars. So there's definitely a shot they make the playoffs, but it's not going to be easy because, again, they don't have the quarterback right now. Jags, again, they lost their 2nd straight. I think same thing with the Chiefs. They look mighty fraudulent as well. Dolphins and Ravens are the top of the conference this week, though. The Dolphins lose tonight, which, again, is not going to happen. Maybe the Chiefs do get ahead of them. But that's all I got there, guys. Let's get right into the first game being the Texans and Jets. Yeah, this game did not look good at all. I mean, maybe Zach Wilson, but here were the highlights.
And who will also have to have a big game is Nico Collins, a weekend
side. On the defensive side, emerging young star lost 5 consecutive games. And
Zach Wilson.
At 1st and 10, Lazard on the move. It goes off to Hall, and he's wide open, and Cashman can't get him. It's a first down. Here they come. You called it. He gets away from Grenard. Buys some time. The throw caught. Wilson on the move. Hall the back. 1st and 10. Underneath they go. It's going to be a touchdown. And it's grabbed by Randall Cobb. Wilson. What a catch. And that's brought down by Conklin. Gibson. Waiting nicely for the block from Conklin. Touchdown. Checks. In the 1st and 10, Cook with the block. There goes the scrambling Wilson, another first down. Falls the ball, it's loose. Line down with Stroud, 1st and goal. Singletary the back, the call, Bowden the block, and a touchdown for the Texans. For the first time today, crossing the 50. Amendola missing the extra 3rd and goal. And caught for the touchdown. 1-yard try to extend the lead, and he is good. They're the best offense in the NFL. 2nd and 10, crossing pattern here. Mechie's got it, and Reed brings it down. And one of the reasons.
No Nico Collins, no Schultz.
Nope, those are all big targets.
It hasn't been a factor considering how much they were calling for today.
55-yard field goal is
together an impressive season.
4th down and 9 for the Texans. Knocked away. Great play. Reed.
A hunt playing each other.
Colts are losing. Here's a 44-yard field goal, and he got it to go.
All right, and the Jets shocked the world with a 30-6 blowout of a stop-down game over the Texans, who of course lost. What was it? Their second straight road game, something like that. But they do fall to 7-6 with that 30-6 loss. The Jets, this is kind of a random win to snap the 5-game losing streak. Of course, next week they will be going to Miami to try to shock them, which probably won't happen. But you never know, because this Jets defense is legit. Texans, of course, they lost Nico Collins, lost Tank Dell last week. So yeah, their top two receivers are out, and obviously Nico Collins being a legit number 1 receiver that actually has, I think, the 5th highest double team rate among any receiver in the whole entire league. Yeah, that really sucks. They lost him. Of course, they're going to Tennessee next week. That's not going to be a super easy game for them. They're going to, well, let's see what happens there. Again, CJ Stroud, 91 yards, by far his worst game of his career so far, but to give him a little bit of an excuse, I guess. Well, not really, but there were no receivers, and what is it called? The Jets defense is really good, if you didn't know. I don't know why, again, they did get down, so they should have ran the ball more than, 20 times? Not even 20 times. They got to run the ball more than that. That's really, the big problem they had here. Dameon Pierce is not very good, so I kind of get that. Again, he got cooked last year, but, yeah, again, Devin Singletary's 13 carries is kind of inexcusable, but CJ Stroud, again, getting injured really sucks. But, yeah, this game just went absolutely as bad as we could have for the Texans. Defensively, they got good pressure in the first half, and obviously Will Anderson Jr., if you didn't know, got the roughing the passer on, Zach Wilson. I think he actually might have played with that ankle injury in the third quarter. He did not look right on those plays, but obviously this defense got absolutely baked alive in the secondary. No one in the secondary played well at all. Jalen Petrie really struggled in coverage. He did make some big tackles for them, though. Christian Harris was also good against the run, but again, no one really did much at all in coverage. I will say Derek Stingley Jr. did get beaten man once, so I guess that's good, but their zone coverage scheme needs to really be refined after this week. A lot of miscommunications back there. For the Jets, though, again, Zach Wilson randomly had his best game of his career, 27-36, 301, and 2 touchdowns. Definitely better in the second half, but he was still pretty good in the first half, and yeah, this offense looked 30 points is crazy for this offense. That's all I'll put it. Obviously, the running game wasn't very good, but Xavier Gibson ran for a touchdown. Garrett Wilson, first 100-yard game since week 8, 9 catches, 108 yards. Brees Hall, 8 for 86 and a touchdown, so he had over 100 yards on 18 touches and a touchdown overall. Randall Cobb also caught a 15-yarder, and Kyler Conklin continues to be the most consistent player on this offense. Defensively, everyone played well. I don't really want to talk about them because, I mean, like, they didn't really get a fair shot, and the secondary was just foaming at the mouth every single play. It was nice to see. Again, 350 yards is crazy for the Jets. I gotta say that. But, yeah, I guess good win, guys. They had the ball a lot longer, but this was not really a fair matchup. And, yeah, Texans, if you were going to collapse, it was this week. So, next week, you better beat the Titans because after that, yeesh. But, again, it's been a successful year. So, yeah, let's get right into the keys to the game. All right, Texans offensively, again, nothing, I really can't say anything about this because, again, they didn't really run the ball. Again, outside of, again, them not running the ball the way I think they should have, or getting this offensive line into good sets is an issue. But, again, when it comes down to it, guys, like, their 3 best offensive players weren't in the game. So, again, I don't care how good you are, but if, again, your two best weapons and your quarterback are not in the game, it's hard to move the football. So, for that reason, I'll have to give them, like, 4 minuses. But it's just, again, they could have been better, but the Jets' defense was on no matter what happened in this game. Defensively, Christian Harris was good, I guess. I mean, he wasn't great. Derek Stingley was good on Garrett Wilson. I think he only allowed, like, 2 catches. Again, those were in zone. Malik Collins was okay. I only think he got 3 pressures, though. Defensively, again, they got some pressure, but again, they got cooked by Zach Wilson. They could have been better. The coverage just wasn't great. Honestly, probably 6 minuses. Now let's look at the Jets. Obviously, Zach Wilson went bonkers, and the running game was there, I guess. So, I don't know. Offensively, I'll probably give them 6 pluses, because 30 points is, again, ridiculous for this offense. Defensively, they didn't give up, actually. They just decided to have their best game of the season. Yeah, I'll probably give them 6 pluses, too. No, I did not expect the Jets to do this. But that's all I got for that. Let's get in the next game, Colts and Bengals. Also, a little surprising in this one. But, similar to the Texans, another AFC South team. What could go wrong, went wrong. Here were the highlights.
Attention, come back to the NFL today, and now Amazon takes you out to the
Football with some meaning here in Cincinnati. They're used to that. There's no 2 backup quarterbacks. Jake Browning off of... Browning dumps it off underneath. He's got Chase Brown. He's the speedster. He's got daylight inside the 30. One man to beat. Oh, he makes a move into the end zone. Good hold. And it's no good. Oh, my. Field Mixon. Mixon's got some blockers. Little screen, and Mixon stumbles his way inside Indianapolis territory. And he stiff arms his way inside the 20. Down inside the 15. And Browning out of the gun, goes to Mixon again. Mixon toward the goal line, dives forward. Touchdown, Bengals. Franklin in there, fullback in motion. Off the play fake, Minshew to back of the end zone. Mo Alley Cox has got it. Touchdown, Colts.
Big gamble, paid off.
Matt Gay's point after. Wow. That's no good.
Another no-huddle shot right here.
And that pass is intercepted off the deflection. The Colts are going to get a pick six. Ronnie Harrison. Family in Joe Burrow's box watching. Passes complete. Hudson into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Fifth fastest in the NFL before he got injured.
Second down and 10. Browning looking for it all. He's got Higgins, and Higgins spins around. Second and goal. Browning will keep it himself to his left into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McKenzie calls for the fair catch. He runs into his own man. He fumbled the football. DJ. Goal attempts. Again, tough part of the stadium. It's a good hold. The kick is right down the middle. Minshew, he's hit from behind. And it's incomplete. There is a flag, however, that comes in.
Pierce is crossing. Got a chance there.
And Minshew has no chance. Hendrickson gobbles him up.
And the Bengals blow the doors off the Colts with a 34-14, 20-point second-half shutout effort. Obviously, they moved to 7-6. They got another home game against the Vikings next week, and I would not be surprised if they do the exact same thing to them. But yeah, this is a huge win for the Bengals by every means. Again, second straight win. Yeah, they look like they can make the playoffs, which is crazy. I mean, they got all the tiebreakers going against them, but they also have a schedule that they can win, unlike some other teams. So this is very encouraging for them. Colts, on their hand, are fall to 7-6, but again, much like the Bengals, they also have a very favorable schedule. They're going to probably have to win out to make the playoffs, I'm going to be completely honest. Maybe not win out, but yeah, 10-7 at the very least, because they go 9-8 or anything worse than that, yeah, they're not making it. But again, 11-6, they're definitely going to get in, but 10-7 probably gives them a good shot too. But this is the type of game you got to win, and obviously just did not go their way. Gardner Minshew was very hesitant in the pocket, missed a couple big throws. Again, that interception was just completely terrible. Under pressure, he struggled, but he did make some big throws at some points in this game that I think kept him in it at times. But obviously at the end, they just got completely like boat raced in that second half. They couldn't run the football either. The offensive line again really struggled in this game. They could not move move anybody up front. DJ Reader was a big part of that. Again, he took out like at least 3 linemen on every play. Michael Pittman Jr. 8 catches, 95 yards. He was creating a ton of separation. Outside of that, though, no one did too much. Alec Pierce really struggled to climb up the field, and Calvin Granson really struggled with his blocks. Mo Cox at least got a touchdown, but yeah, this offense was not encouraging at all. Defensively, they had their flashes, but they couldn't consistently, pass receivers off in zones, and that didn't really compromise their run defense, too. So, again, with all that said, again, Zaire Franklin can't be the only guy making tackles. Darrell Baker Jr. was basically a bona fide linebacker in this game. And obviously, Julian Blackman did not do a good job in the red zone. Up front, I think they did a decent job, at least, again, fitting runs and being able to compensate for, again, some of these linebackers not making the greatest plays. Again, I love Zaire Franklin, man, but he can't be the guy only making these big-time tackles. Like, on the edge, we got to make the tackles, guys. It's simple as that. Kenny Moore wasn't great. Ronnie Harrison at least had a pick 6. Again, the coverage wasn't all terrible. They did do a good job when the ball got to the receiver, but they could have been a lot better. Jake Browning did make him a little bit. 18 of 24 through 275, 2 touchdowns, interception. He's really playing well right now. They're putting him in good spots. He's making the throws he needs to. And even under pressure, he's looked good too. Joe Mixon, 3.8 yards per carry. Yes, again, I get the fact he's not the most statistically great player, but he was a big part of this game. Really brought a physical presence and had a touchdown. Chase Brown, obviously the player of the game. I raved about him. Pre-draft. Again, he's done nothing until last week, and I'm actually kind of a bust, but huge game this week. Obviously, the 55-yard touchdown, 3 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown overall. Also a 25 on the ground. Again, you look at T. Higgins and Jamar Chase weren't big factors, but again, that 46-yard bomb really put the nail in the coffin for the Colts in this one. Obviously, Joe Mixon was pretty good as well. Tanner Hudson caught a touchdown. Yeah, pretty good offensive day for the Bengals. Again, 3 total for Jake Browning, if you didn't see. Defensively, I really don't have much to say, considering the fact they won a lot of reps up front, again, with these defensive linemen. Like, Trey Hendrickson, 2 sacks, but against the run, he was a complete freaking menace. Like, that, like, does not overstate it. He should win Defensive Player of the Week, in my opinion. Sam Hubbard wasn't great in terms of pressure, but he did win a lot against the run. They did a really good job setting the edge and making it hard on these running backs to make any plays. B.J. Hill was just complete monsters, too. Again, you can't understate how good DJ Reader is either. He's amazing. So, again, this defense just did a really good job against the run, and their cover guys really stepped up, too. Like, Jordan Battle was really good. G.G. Turner was good in the, out wide as well. Again, Mike Hilton in the slot did his normal stuff. Jermaine Pratt wasn't too bad either. Team stats, though, the Bengals had 385 yards. Again, the Colts had almost they had over 100. But, again, having the ball a little longer and also the two bad turnovers by the Bengals, Colts really hurt them, as well as the fact that, again, yeah, the third down efficiency wasn't good, but trust me, the first downs the Bengals got were crucial. And for the Colts, get ready for a fast start. They tried to, but again, they couldn't run the football in this game. Michael Pittman Jr., they did get him the football. Alec Pierce was not getting open there. He couldn't climb to the top of his route really well at all, and just getting downfield. So it really limited the other stuff they could try to do with him. So offensively, I got to give him like 4 minuses. But again, when your offensive line cannot create space for running backs, like upfield, like penetration-wise, you need a running back that can just completely, like, help them out by, like, again, you showing that physical presence where these defensive linemen, they can't just tee off on these run blockers, because if you do, Jonathan Taylor's going to get right around the edge, and even if he doesn't, the arm tackles just won't work, and that's obviously the Colts offense did not have a guy like that. Zach Moss did not break many tackles in this game. Again, not having Jonathan Taylor completely changes his running game. You can see it against a better defense this week. So that's why I got to give him 4 minuses, but I think they could have been, honestly, a little worse. Defensively, though, when in man, be careful who's passing coverage. That was really big struggle, but it actually was in zone this week, which I think was a little surprised by. But obviously, the short passes were there, and Jake Browning made that bomb downfield to end it. So, again, the screens killed them, too. Defensively, I'll probably give them like 5 minuses. But I will say they did do a decent job at some points in the game, but overall, it just wasn't there. Time for the Bengals. All right, Bengals offense, over 200 yak yards from the receivers. If you count the running backs, pretty good. They did run a couple quick motions to the tight ends. Obviously, Joe Mixon did have a couple big plays, but no 40-yarder. Offensively, it was a really good game. I'll probably give them 5 pluses. Yeah, I'll give them that. Defensively, forced Beverly Minshew to step up and hit the corners out to the numbers. They did. He had a couple of them under pressure. He definitely didn't, though. And maybe an amazing catch in the end zone to flip possessions. They did flip the field a couple of times, but it was more the fact that, again, they just made some big defensive plays. Not turnovers, though. Defensively, it was clinic, but they definitely had a good game. 5 pluses. Again, the run defense was impeccable. That's all I got for the Bengals, guys. Time for the Bucs and Falcons. Again, this was a battle for first place in the NFC South, and boy, did it come down to the wire.
Provide a little bit of distance with a victory at home this weekend against the Bucs.
You know, you got 3 division games left, man. You got this one coming up. It's a big one.
Clearing concussion protocol yesterday. Play clock down to 1. Baker. Get it. And he played again. Now Baker somehow escapes, tucks it away. Mayfield, the spin. He's going to be short of the line. 18 of 21. Good snap. Good hold. The kick is good. Hero of the first meeting, and really one of the MVPs for Arthur Smith and this Atlanta team. This final second. That is this one. That one, was it picked? Yes, it was. Carlton Davis, pick 6. This offense into the end zone. All tied at 3 as we begin the second quarter here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Baker faking the handoff, taking on a tackler, and he bangs it in. It's Kevon Merriweather stepping in now on the back end of that defense. Raider taking a shot near side. It's caught. Touchdown, Kyle Pitts. Younghoe Koo has hit 24 straight field goals at home. That one hits the upright, and it's no good. Desmond Ritter and company take over, working from their own 8-yard line. Ritter feels the pocket. Football's loose in the end zone. And this is going to be a safety. 20, this one from 52 yards out. And Younghoe Koo, boy, did that knuckle back in. It did not. He missed it. With the Saints, 3rd and 9. Mayfield goes to the check. This is where White has been so dangerous. White's got it. First down and 11 more. White, touchdown. 3rd and 4. Robinson has a blocker. Robinson has a first down and more. Robinson breaking free. There's some of the electricity.
And then here you go. Atlanta with a chance. Watch the zone read.
This is Robinson, and he's in for the touchdown. Who came over in free agency from Indianapolis. Good snap, good hold, and the kick. Things that are wide open. Especially the NFC South. Ritter. Oh my goodness. It's caught. Drake London.
Gets a man under it. Far side, it's caught. Godwin. Full possession of first place in the NFC South. 35 seconds. Mayfield to the end zone. It is caught. Otten. Touchdown. Legends are made right here. Ritter drops back. Fires towards the end zone. It is caught. But London is short.
And the Bucs went into Atlanta and knocked out the Falcons with a 29-25 win, which makes every team in the NFC South again below 500. Outside of, again, the Panthers at 6-7. Yeah, this is definitely tank division all over again. But with that said, the Bucs, I think they're playing. Who the heck are they playing next week? Let me think. It's someone good, right? I swear it's not the Browns. They're playing the. Let me think. They're playing the Packers in Green Bay. That's actually not going to be on national television. So, pretty cool there. Cool there. Falcons, on the other hand, they got to play the Panthers on the road. Should be able to get a win there, so pressure's on the Bucs, I guess. But, yeah, with all those tiebreakers, the Bucs do take over first place. Baker wasn't anything crazy. Again, he missed a couple of throws here and there, but, again, he still had that game-winning touchdown, and on the last drive, put everything together. Rashad White might be number one running backs again. He's basically Najee Harris, thinner and a little less brick feet, I guess. But Chase Edmonds also had 40 yards. Chris Godwin was pretty clutch, 553. Rashad White also had 2 for 33 and a touchdown. He had a pretty massive day. What was that, like 135 yards, something like that. Kate Allen, of course, also got the touchdown. Mike Evans had 1 catch for 8 yards. He's a little inconsistent at times. That's the best way I can put it. Defensively, though, they got a good amount of pressure. It was more schemed up, though. It wasn't like they were actually like winning one-on-one. I mean, Kalijah Kancey's sack was pretty nasty. But outside that, Joe Tryon, Troyanka, Yaya Diaby, and where is he? Anthony Nelson struggled to actually get pressure. Shaq Barrett got some, though. Ryan Neal didn't manufacture anything out in the secondary, but he did do a decent job. Antoine Winfield Jr. was pretty good. Zion McCollum got absolutely baptized by Drake London. We'll get to that right now. And what it's called. Chase McLaughlin also hit a couple of bombs. He did a really good job for this team. They would not have won without him. For the Falcons, though, Desmond Ridder honestly looked really good downfield. He only missed like 3 throws there. Again, the interception was pretty bad. Really just got read by Carlton Davis. But the touchdown was good. And outside that, probably his best career game, to be completely honest. Running game wasn't good. And that's like putting it nicely. Like, no one did a good job. Tyler Algier had 1 nice run. Drake London, best game of his career, 10 catches, 172 yards. He went off. Kyle Pitts, 3 for 7, forced a touchdown. I'll accept this from him every week. Because, again, a game like this is something you need from it. Like, again, one of the better tight ends in the league, gotta look like that. Bijan, of course, has some beast mode catches, though. And, I mean, that's about it, though. I really don't care what the other guys did. Because Scotty Miller, Matt Collins are not very good. Defensively, they kind of just fell apart in the last drive. Because outside of that, they did a really good job at hemming in these receivers, making it really hard on them to make catches. Their leverage was perfect. I mean, the run defense could have been a little better, and definitely on the outside, Clark Phillips did not really set any edges, or Richie Grant even. That's why he's on the field, which is kind of crazy to say that. And obviously, DeMarco Helms struggled as a rookie, too, so not the greatest in this defense. Falcons had over 430 yards of offense and still lost, though. Didn't have the ball longer, though. Again, the 1 pick was probably the difference as well in this game. Yeah, it just came down to the wire, and obviously the Bucs were a little more efficient in some ways, I guess, and also the fact that, again, they didn't have that bad turnover in the red zone. It came down to the wire, guys. It was about as close as it could get. All right, for this Bucs offense, Baker tossing the pigskin on a second hitch, definitely on the last drive. More quick hitters off play action. I don't know why they didn't do that. And Trey Palmer really wasn't any part of the game plan. And I like, again, the Rashad White did a decent job. Offensively, I'll give them 2 pluses. It was a good enough job. Got it done. Defensively, the linebackers really weren't actually even doing a lot in this game. It was actually the secondary, again, getting torched. Again, they were decent against the run, though. So with all that said, I'll probably give them, again, having the linebackers back was big there. I'll probably actually give them 3. No, honestly, I'll just probably give them a plus. I don't think this Bucs defense played that great either. Like, they're lucky they won this game. Time for the Falcons. If they slowed the game down a little more, I think they would have been good. Chris Lindstrom really didn't get any rhythm at all. They did only turn over the ball once, though. Bijan just, again, their running game wasn't there in this one. Again, partly because Chris Lindstrom did not look like his normal self. Offensively, again, they had a huge game through the air. Again, that is Desmond Ridder. I think they could have won this game, again, if they didn't have that bad turnover. Offensively, I'm going to be honest, I'll probably give them a plus. Again, if they can get that out of Desmond Ridder every once in a while, and this run game actually looks somewhat confident, they'll be fine. So, again, I get the fact that, again, they did lose this football game. I don't think the offense was, like, the complete problem, though. Jesse Bates wasn't great, again, outside the numbers, but he was good inside, so I guess that's good. Kalijah Campbell, did have a sack. They did not give under 20. They might have had it for 3, though. Again, the Bucs did come back. Yeah, they just kind of fell apart on that last drive. I'll give them 3 minuses. Now let's get into the Rams and Ravens. I'm still mad about this game, guys.
Lamar Jackson and these Baltimore Ravens, one of the best teams in the NFL, facing one of the hottest teams in the NFL as Aaron Donald's Rams come in.
Peeking over his shoulder. I think a lot of Rams fans expected it would be Crosby, but it is Havers. 6. Jackson looks to throw. Given time. Wide open is likely. It's blown coverage. It's Ravens. Touchdown. On 3rd and goal, Stafford pressured, corner of the end zone. Cubs got it for the touchdown. 2nd consecutive game. Pressured from the backside. Lofts one and Beckham's loose. Ravens touchdown. 3rd down and 4. Ravens back out of a blitz look. Stafford has a wide open Nakua for a 1st down. Puka Nakua inside the 30. 2nd and goal. Stafford slings one sidearm. It's Davis Allen. He's got his first NFL touchdown. And he nails this one. Yeah, and he's got it. With the football in his hand. Oh, it's snapped by him into the end zone. Boots it out. It's a safety. And that's how the Rams jump back in front. Ravens bringing some pressure. Stafford trying to beat it. Wants Cooper Kupp, and he's got him in midfield. Beating Mullen and then breaking his tackle and running inside the 30. Yeah, the Ravens have their first lead. Stafford off play action. Steps up. Floats one. Nakua! Diving grab! Puka Nakua! Another highlight play. 2nd and goal. Stafford in trouble, lets it go, it's a touchdown! Play action, tipped and incomplete. Deep drop, time to throw, lets it rip, he's got flags! Touchdown! Initial call is a touchdown. Stafford launching, he's got Kupp! Cooper Kupp makes the grab into field goal range. Stafford going end zone, double coverage. Humphrey had it pulled away by Robinson and incomplete. And he does.
To the left, trying to get outside, cuts up, spin move, 35-40. Across midfield, down the sideline, not tripped up at all. Runs down the sideline.
I'm gonna be completely honest, guys. The Rams outplayed the Ravens in this game. They should have won it. But that is also, you gotta be grateful, because there's a lot of teams that going in here would have got just absolutely clapped. I'm not saying the Ravens brought their A game, but the Rams really, really gave them a run for their money. They outplayed them. It's simple as that, guys. Like, again, the Rams should get, again, keep saying should have won the game, but they got that 2-point conversion, or, again, they didn't give up the walk-off touchdown, which it honestly shouldn't even gotten to that point, to be completely honest. They would have won this game. It's simple as that, because, again, that kick that Lucas Haversick at the end of the game, that would have been for the win. So, honestly, that's just 2-point conversion. Again, when I'm like, yeah, we're not winning this football game. Again, it got tipped, like, everyone's like, just 2-point conversion at the end of the world. I'm like, it is. Because, again, the Rams' offense was just absolutely unbelievable in this game. They were great. There's no way around it. Defensively, again, they're a young defense. I did not expect them to go in there and just completely shut down Lamar Jackson. I'm not like, holy crap, this defense is balling. But they did hold them on some big drives. Like the Rams' offense, they had some drives like, they held them. Again, they technically forced a safety. Again, Lamar did bake them a little bit, but then again, there were a couple bad holds too. I'm not going to say anything about that because both teams held, but yeah, the Rams, this is a game they should have won. It could actually cost them the playoffs at the end of the season, to be completely honest. So I really hope the Cowboys or Eagles lose one of these last couple games because I really want the Niners to have that 1 seed like locked up going into Week 18. So the Rams really don't have to go in there and play their freaking A+ game to win that one. Again, they can beat the Niners, but then the Rams are actually playing really good football. But it just stings this one because the Vikings have a game, basically a 2-game lead on them, which is not fair because they're not good enough to be in the playoff, guys. The Vikings are not a good football team. They're honestly kind of bad, to be honest. Packers, if they get in, they deserve to be in. The Rams should have beat them. Like, if Matt Stafford was playing that week, they would have beat them. So, again, it just really sucks. But that's kind of how it is. Ravens, again, will go into Jacksonville next week. We'll look not to choke one there. Rams, they got the Commanders next Sunday and have a stretch where they should be able to win these next 3 games. But if they don't, I mean, they're not going to make the playoffs. Simple as that. But for Matthew Stafford, 23 of 41, 294, 3 touchdowns. Again, they were going to force some incompletions. He did miss a couple throws here and there. Bad weather, crap like that. He played about as well as he could have. Running game, Kyle Moons was awesome. 114 yards and 25 carries. He's legit. Hope he never gets hurt though, because that would suck. Cooper Kupp had his best game of the year for sure. 8 catches, 115 yards, touchdown. Looked like the old Cooper Kupp. Puka Nacua, of course, had that crazy diving catch. Did have some crucial drops, but I think he made out for with 5 for 84. Davis Allen, of course, was pretty good, 450 touchdown. And again, another crucial drop. Demarcus Robinson saved the game, and honestly, I'm really happy we have him on the team. Again, his blocking might not be great, but he makes up for it. Again, Tutu Atwell did get concussed. Defensively, again, a lot of big plays they gave up. Again, the secondary, I don't think we'll have that next week, because again, I don't know what was going on there. Kobe Durant, honestly, was the only corner. Again, Akel Witherspoon did do a good job, 4 tackles and a pick, but Derrick Henry did get burned for that touchdown. Again, the safeties did not do a good job. John Johnson is not a free safety. You could definitely see that in the game. And Jordan Fuller had his worst game of the year. So, with that all in mind, again, they did get decent pressure at some points. Again, they only had 2 sacks. But, again, outside of those plays, I think the secondary actually did a great job. The Rams' defense really wasn't terrible in this game. Again, outside of those 2 big touchdowns they gave up, there's really nothing much you can ask for them outside of that. Again, Lucas Howard-Sick, MVP of the game. Again, did not expect that out of him. Great job, bro. Ravens, though. Yeah, Lamar, 316 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. He looked really good. Also missed a lot of throws. It wasn't easy for him, but again, he got it done because he's Lamar Jackson. Also ran for 70 yards, and probably had the pressure was not, right, it was not super high in the Rams. Obviously, Keaton Mitchell had 54 yards as well. The Rams did do a good job against the run overall. Odell, Isaiah Likely were both big playing guys. Zay Flowers, of course, was clutch in that last drive. Nelson Aguilar had a couple of catches, and Rashad Bateman was not much of a part of the game plan. Defensively, they did not look that good. That's probably the worst this defense has looked all year, and it's partly because, again, the Rams just kind of picked them apart at some times. They also made it tough on them. Like, they did look like the best defense in the league, but, again, they did get outplayed in that aspect, though. Again, 9 plays to start the game on the ground. Rams had over 400 yards in the offense. First time the Ravens gave that up. You've given that up all year, and also, the Rams, what it's called, through 3 quarters had a lead on. First time the Ravens have ever been in a situation like that this year. But again, it was one of the best games of the season. It's really unfortunate the Rams came on that side of the game because they did outplay them in this one, guys. They should have won the game. It's just, again, the Ravens were a more talented team, and that's why they won this football game. Right in the keys to the game. All right, for the Rams offense, again, I really don't have any bad stuff to say to them. Again, they did have some crucial plays where you just got to be it, and the communication was pretty bad too. But they did run the football a ton in that first half. And again, they did push the ball to the numbers, all this. I'll be honest, I'll probably give them 5 pluses. I really don't know where they went wrong. Some crucial, again, the game put decisions. But I'll be honest, guys, the Rams were going to have to fight through some crap to win this football game. They've almost did. It was just, again, so damn close. You just got to hit that 2-point conversion. That's how I'll put it. Defensively, though, forced 3+ turnovers. No, they did force 1, though. They didn't give any big runs. That's good. Akello was pretty good. Derrick Henry did struggle a little bit, but the secondary, again, did do a good job after they gave up those 2 touchdowns. Defensively, I'll give them probably, 2 pluses. They did make some big plays for them. Again, I didn't expect them to not give up like 25, 30 points. I knew this Rams offense was going to have to play one of their best games of the year, and they did play their best game of the year. So, with all that said, Rams defense, 2 pluses. They played a really good game, guys. I'm proud of them, but obviously, really sucks they couldn't win this one, because if they did, they would have definitely got the 6th seed and legit. But they did about as well as they could have, so let's look at for Baltimore, again, inconsistent on offense for sure. Lamar did cook the Rams a little, had over 400 yards total, basically 400 yards. But offensively, for the Ravens, I'll give them 4 pluses. Again, they had their tough share of plays. Defensively, they got punched in the mouth. Again, forcing that, what it's called, last play was good. I don't think they played very good, though. I think they definitely could have had a better game. Losing Kyle Hamilton really sucked. I'll probably give them, 2 minuses. One of their worst games of the year. But then again, the Rams really did take it to them. So, again, they did respond a little bit. But yeah, defensively, not the greatest. Whatever. Time for the Lions and Bears. Yeah, I actually did expect this thing to happen. So, here are the highlights from this.
Aiden Hutchinson sealed the deal 2 months today against Detroit.
North for the first time.
Lions are going to bring an extra man. Fields climbing the pocket. There's that athleticism from Justin Fields. He's going to line up wide. DJ Moore has only run the ball 1 time this year. He's going to fake it to Fields and run it for a 2nd time this year, and he's into the end zone. Hutchinson at the bottom against Darnell Wright. Fields somehow escapes, still on his feet. Justin Fields making some magic happen.
That way you come from the opposite side and create that pressure.
Cairo Santos was the special teams player of the month in Nolan's right here. And they flipped the line a little bit. Sewell, usually the right tackle, is working off the left. And Gibbs goes to the right and bursts through behind Dan Skipper. They're going for it on 4th down and 10. And Goff is picked up by Jalen Johnson. Still on his feet. Fake to Herbert. Fields finds a man. It's Cole Kmet with plenty of space, and they get out from their own 50. Or a pitch. And it's DJ Moore who gets the pitch. Little flip. Here comes Gibbs. 1st down. And a touchdown as he moves past Jackson. And the Lions are on the board. They give us that report. Although here, no good. Goff, end zone shot, easy for Josh Reynolds. His old Rams teammate. They're getting it done in Detroit. Well, that's been the story for the Bears too often this year, settling for field goal. And he got the jump. It's a free play. Fields for more. Got him! Touchdown! Bears lead!
Burns Jacobs for the touchdown.
That is blocked. The extra point is blocked. And that unbalanced look. Oh, a fumble on the snap. Loose on the deck. Bears are claiming they've got it. Fields rolling out. Justin Fields. His eyes are on the end zone. He's in. Touchdown Bears. Santos right through again. Goff down the middle, and it's incomplete for St. Brown. Onto his way or more. Goff hit as he delivers into the arms of Edmonds. One step closer to...
And the Bears handled the Lions, and honestly, they beat them up. They won 28-13, getting their 2nd straight win. The Bears team has looked a lot better since Justin Fields has come back. And they took it to the Lions, who of course lose their 2nd out of their last 3 and have not looked like the same off the bye. Again, they fall to 9-4. Again, they're probably going to win the division. They have a 2-game lead at the very least going into next week. So I guess that's good. But they got a game on Saturday night, and if they don't bring at least their B+ game, the Broncos are going to beat them. Bears in their hand. They got a game against the Browns next week in Cleveland. That'll be very interesting. But either way, Jared Goff, 20 of 35, 161 touchdown, 2 picks. He was terrible under pressure. That's like the best way I can put it, guys. Running game, they didn't run it nearly enough. That's just putting it nicely. They also got down 10-0 early. Receiving wise, Amon-Ra St. Brown got just absolutely manhandled, and that's really about it. Defensively, they were terrible in coverage, and they really didn't have anyone spying. Jack Campbell, I don't know why the hell he's playing zone, guys. He's just not that type of linebacker. You watch him in Iowa, you either have him in man against like the running back or the tight end, or you literally have him just run the middle of the defense against the run. That's what he does. Alexander Lilly was still really good though. Kirby Joseph was meh. Again, both corners sucked big time in this game. The pressure was definitely on. It was just, again, they didn't have anyone to contain Justin Fields. And also the run defense was a little spotty. For the Bears, again, pretty good running game as well as the fact that Justin Fields was, again, not super accurate, but again, extending plays, making a lot of nice throws. DJ Moore is legit. Again, had the 20-yard touchdown, also 68 yards and touchdown through the air. And, again, receiving, Cole Kmet, 5 for 66, Darnell Mooney, a couple of nice catches. Defensively, Jaquan Brisker was just all over the place in this game. He's made at least 2 touchdowns, I'll give him that, though. The pressure was also on. They did a really good job at what is called running stunts and also getting quick pressure as well. And their guys won one-on-one, which is actually kind of surprising. Jalen Johnson, Tremaine Edmonds continue to be some of the best cover linebackers, cover players at their position. Cairo Santos hit 3 field goals. The Bears had over 300 yards of offense. The Lions did not. The Bears had the ball longer, 3-0 turnover ratio. Yeah, the Bears, they took it to the line. Lions offense, they did not put up, I mean, maybe they did. Jared Goff not even close to 300. Again, they didn't give the ball to Dave Montgomery nearly enough. Again, they got just punched in the mouth, and they really didn't respond much. So, honestly, probably 4 minuses. No, 5 minuses. Defensively, they were probably worse, though, because, I mean, I'm going to be completely honest, guys. They did get good pressure, but the problem is their coverage was terrible. And Justin Fields missed a lot of big throws, too. Again, I love Justin. Justin looked good in this game, but he also missed a lot of throws. So, I mean, not like actually, literally, but reads. So, defensively, 7 minuses. They were really bad. Like, this was as bad. They were worse than, like, the game actually looked. They were not good at all. Time for the... And for Chicago, Darnell Mooney got, like, 4 or 5 targets. They did not screw up the read, screw up zone reads when pulling guards. Again, they actually did a decent job with that. Only, like, 3 calls on that, so I like that. But Bears offensively, I'll probably give them 4 pluses. Again, some big plays. They definitely were a little inconsistent, but that's going to be expected with this offense. Defensively, find ways to get Montez Sweat. Yeah, they did, and he did get those sacks. It's okay to give up some yardage on the ground second down. Yep, and no long plays to get up off of a quick play to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Definitely, Bears defense was really good, so I'll probably give them 5 pluses. Great job defense. Honestly, 6 pluses. This defense has looked really good in recent times. So. Or recent weeks at least. 6 pluses, good game off the bye, guys. You manhandled your division rival, avoided the sweep. Now let's get the Panthers and Saints. Yeah, this one will be quick. Here we're live.
Shaheed. Now quarterback Derek Carr was on that injury.
Expect a blowout. The teams are matched up as far as personnel, and then they have pride. You see them twice a year.
From the right hash, Lou Henley places it down. And the kick is no good from the 49-yard line. The fake to Hubbard. Young in trouble. Ball comes loose.
A home playoff game. At worst, you're going to be a number 4 seed.
Falcons trailing the Bucs 10-3. Here's Kamara running hard. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown.
With Paulson and Debo.
3rd down and 9. Young under pressure. Takes off. And will pick up a 1st down and more. From the right hash. Johnny Hecker placed it down. And Pinheiro connect. For Young so far today.
Yeah, they need to get back to the outside.
This ball is blocked. And it will be taken in for a touchdown. Not enjoying watching that highlight package. Miles Sanders. First down and more. Sanders still going. Inside the 20. The 10. Hecker out to hold. 29-yard attempt. Kick is good. But 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake. Young's pass is caught. Speaking of Thielen. And 29. This a 41-yard attempt. Off the upright. Empty backfield. Young on 4th and 1. And it looked like the intended receiver slipped. Blackshear.
Couldn't get a better guard in that era than Johnny Evans.
Carr going deep and a diving catch.
He's the only guy in the building that can catch something like that. 6'8", 40-inch vertical.
Carr throws. Touchdown.
What's it?
2nd and goal. Carr throws. End zone. Touchdown. 13. Young rolling right. Looking downfield. Can't find anybody. And then he...
And the Saints completed the season sweep with a 28-6, not so inspiring 3-game losing streak snapping guess win over the Panthers, who lose their 6th straight game. They got to go against another division rival next week and try to avoid that sweep as well. They are 1-12, and arguably, I don't know, are they worse than the Jags back in 2020? They might be. But yeah, they're obviously 1-12. They're the worst team in the league by 2 games now, actually. And what is it called? What is it? Oh, they got the Falcons. Saints in their hand. Who are they playing next week? Nope. Wait. Saints are playing the... How am I blanking on this? Who the heck are the Saints playing? Oh, wait. No. They're playing the Giants next week. They're playing the Giants next week. Again, if you don't remember the last time they played, the Saints, again, against the Giants, just preview for next week. Yeah, the Giants won on overtime. Saquon owns them. So, yeah, preview for next week. But, yeah, this game, Bryce Young was bad. The running game was actually kind of impressive. Miles Sanders had, like, one ridiculous run. Adam Thielen was good in fantasy, I guess. I didn't put him in, though. So, yeah. Defensively, they tried, I guess. J.C. Horn is their best player. Brian Burns looked cooked. And Amari Barno was okay. Brian Burns was cooked. Derek Brown, he should stay on this team. Xavier Woods was decent. Frankie Louvu struggled in coverage, but he had 4 tackles and a sack. And, yeah, this defense actually wasn't too bad. Eddie Pinheiro had a terrible missed kick. Blake Gruby is the most inconsistent kicker in the league, too. Defensively, let's get the defense for the Saints. what is it called? Demario Davis had 1.5 sacks. Jordan Howden had a sack, which is kind of surprising. Carlo Granderson also had a sack. I don't really care what this defense did because against the Panthers. But receiving wise, A.T. Perry caught a bomb. Derek Carr wasn't very good. Alvin Kamara had over 100 total yards. I think something like that. No, he didn't. No, he really didn't. Negative 11 receiving yards. But yeah, Chris Olave was decent. Not great though. I really don't care about this game. Team stats though. Yeah, no one really did much. He got outgained by 100 yards and still won by 22. Holy crap, the Panthers suck. But with all that said, yeah, let's go to the next game, guys. This game's just so bad. I mean, the Panthers at least like they move the football. Like, good for you guys. But 204 rushing yards. Holy crap, guys. The Panthers are just terrible. But Saints, you're so fraud. Panthers offensively, they did move the football, and they really made it hard on those linebackers. Again, they couldn't throw. Like, Bryce Young could not throw for his life in this game. The running game was good, so I don't know. Offensively, I'll probably give them a plus just because, again, the running game was there. Defensively, though, Brian Burns was just completely cooked. He didn't do absolutely nothing in this game. Like, even his swipe move wasn't going. Dante Jackson wasn't good either. But I mean, at least J.C. Horn was okay. So I don't know. 2 pluses. They only gave up 200 yards, guys. Like, that's decent. Alright, offensively, it was a complete crap show, but again, they were decent on third down. They weren't actually getting too long in situations, and Alvin Kamara was at least somewhat good on the ground. Again, he just kind of got some big breaks, and the block punt touchdown was pretty good for them, too. I don't know, 4 minuses. Defensively, though, Saints defense, don't give up 20 plus in the first quarter. No, they were okay. They weren't actually that great on third down, and Marcus May was okay in coverage, so, I don't know. Defensively, they were, they only have 6 points, but they were bad on the ground. But they've been kind of bad on the ground the whole year. Fine, I'll give them a plus. All there for the Saints. Time for the doubleheader game. This game was pretty entertaining. Jackson Browns. Here were the highlights. Oh, they're 7-5. My bad. They don't have 6 losses.
It's week 14 of the NFL on CBS, and we join you live from Cleveland, Ohio. The 8-4 Jaguars, the 7-5 Browns. We'll kick it off next.
Nick Harris in the backfield could be great.
Fake and throw. Flacco wide open. Touchdown, Njoku. What a statement by the Browns.
Coach Joe Flacco really likes it.
2nd and 5. Open man, Njoku. He could go. Touchdown. Etienne. Fake the handoff. Lawrence. Step and throw. Launches a deep one. Over the shoulder. Interception. Martin Emerson. To him and Gary's son Clint every week. 3rd down and 4. Flacco intercepted. He put it right in the chest of Dario. Throws on a line to Cooper. Breaks a tackle. Cooper fumbles the ball. Jacksonville's got it. On the scoop, it's Devin Lloyd, and he's out of bounds. Weeks. On 2nd down, Lawrence hooks a pass. End zone. Caught by Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 4 of Cleveland. Lawrence dials it up. It's picked off. Emerson comes away with it.
With him here, even though it's Wildcat.
And it's Kareem Hunt from the Wildcat. 2nd effort. Hunt is in. Touchdown. Down. Flacco, 7.5 to go in the 3rd. Look out. Flacco gets crushed. The ball is loose, and the Jaguars recover. And Etienne looking for a blocker. Spin move, and he gets walloped right at the goal line. Lawrence lofts in. Picked off. Craig Newsome the 2nd. They're going to snap it. Flacco throws. Open man. Could go. David Bell. Touchdown. Team. Lawrence. In the air. Caught. Touchdown. Parker Washington with the score. Lawrence, step. Lawrence knocked away. Zay Jones, the intended target. Kick on the way. He nails it. Lawrence, guns, touchdown. Evan Ingram. First. Lawrence. He's sacked.
And the Browns get a massive win over the Jaguars, 31-27. Yeah, this game was really actually fun to watch. The Jaguars do fall at 8-5 for their 2nd straight loss. They gotta pull something out of their butt next week against the Ravens. Actually, their first road loss of the year. Browns put a complete home effort together. Good defensive performance, and again, Joe Flacco completely lit up that Jaguars defense. Holy crap, bro! They played Jake Browning and now Joe Flacco. That's crazy. But they got a game against the Bears at home next week. Again, they completely owned Justin Fields the first time they played him. So I consider this to be another game like that. But again, they snapped that 2-game losing streak. And get to that first wild card place by because again they have the game lead and they're just able to kind of not suck the rest of the season. They should be fine. Trevor again very non-conservative in this game. He didn't run the ball once, which kind of tells you like he was not mobile at all. You can see he was kind of a statue in the pocket. Some of the throws he had nothing behind either. The arm punt to start the game was kind of bad. And then actually the over the shoulder one was pretty bad too. But the one in between, I don't even think it was his fault. I really think what is called Zay Jones ran the wrong route, which made a pass off that guy. But yeah, 257 yards through the air, not great. Running game was completely terrible. I mean, Travis Etienne Jr. lucky got in the end zone on that play. Evan Ingram, 11 for 95, 2 touchdowns. He's finally woken up, but he was not consistently getting open. Calvin Ridley got absolutely owned by Greg Newsome. I don't really know what happened after that, though. Parker Washington got a nice touchdown. Defensively, their secondary was not great. Darius Williams, yeah, he had that crazy interception, but that was bizarre. But outside of that, he got completely cooked. And there was miscommunication on that one on the what is called zero blitz. And speaking of that, they didn't get home at all. Like, what is called Antonio Johnson had their only sack. Josh Allen struggled. Devin Lloyd was not doing much of anything in terms of, again, against the run they were decent. But yeah, Joe Flacco, 311 yards, 3 touchdowns. Oldest Browns quarterback with 3 touchdowns. Not surprising there. Running game, it looked okay, but it wasn't very good. Kareem Hunt's so washed. He had a touchdown, though. David Njoku, again, continues to be great. 6 for 91, 2 touchdowns, 2 long ones at that, at least for a tight end. Amari Cooper was really good, 7 for 77. He did fumble again, though. And obviously, David Bell with that huge 4th down touchdown where he was completely left wide open. But, again, they didn't really communicate that on the Jags side, so I'm not going to completely give it to him. But, I mean, he made a play on it. Defensively, where is he? Yeah, Martin Emerson Jr. had 2 interceptions. He was a complete ball hawk in this game. I sure Denzel Ward didn't play. Whatever. Yeah, someone didn't play, and you could definitely see whoever was on the side of it. But Greg Newsome was really good. JOK had 8 tackles. Again, they gave up some big plays, but again, they did a good job. They had 3 sacks. This defense did their typical thing. Team stats. Again, the Jags, again, a lot of turnovers in this game for sure. Very entertaining, but it came down to it again. The Browns just got that quick lead, and that 4th down play was huge for them. Now it's in the keys to the game. For the Jags, C.J. Beathard did not play, but what is it called? They jinked the ball to Travis Etienne Jr. to no avail, and Trevor threw 3 picks. But I mean, they scored points against that defense, I guess. I'll give them 3 minuses. Defensively, Tyson Campbell shutting down the #1 target on every passing down. He didn't play. Jerome Ford was no. Defensively, they weren't very good at all. I'll probably give them like 6 minuses. Yeah, the defense laid an egg, guys. Now let's talk about the Browns. I really don't want to talk about the Jags anymore, guys, because unless they, again, pull something out of their butt next week, they're not beating the Ravens. I mean, they can, but will they? Probably not. All right, for the Browns, commit to running the ball on 2nd and medium. They did not do that. I don't think they ran it once. More play action designs for tight ends. Yes, Elijah Mitchell Moore was not really much of the game plan at all, but he did make some catches. So, offensively, 31 points, 5 pluses. I really don't have much else to say, guys. It was a good collective effort. Defensively, they were good in man. I think they could have been a little better. 6 missed tackles at or beyond the line of scrimmage for JOK. Maybe, but I think, again, they got a lot of the tough situations. Andy Walker Jr. was also pretty good. Defensively, it was probably a typical game for them. I'll still have to give them a plus, though, because they still gave up 27 points. And for this defense, at least at home, that ain't good enough. But that's all I got for the Browns, guys. Let's look at the Vikings and Raiders. This one will be about as quick as you get. Yeah, holy crap. This this is about as bad as a football game can get, even in this year, guys. This year's been crap. This is even
the #2 NFC wildcard at 6-6. They've got to start winning.
That they did it in their practice, scripting plays this
are underway as Greg Joseph sends this one towards Carter. It's a here if you're a Vikings fan. Well, thanks very much, Greg Joseph, trying to get the Vikings on the board with a 49-yard field goal, and it is no good. Connell in a clean pocket finds Renfro on the run. Hunter Renfro into the secondary and down at the 11. Now 2nd and 19. The toss out to Renfro. Renfro fumbles the football, bouncing around on the turf, and the Vikings recover. The snap is down. The kick by Joseph is right down the middle.
Credit their defense, and let's see if they can keep making Aiden O'Connell's day a rough one.
O'Connell to the it's intercepted. Ivan Pace Jr.
Yeah, the luck for the Rams has just gotten completely worse, guys. The Vikings are like, they have no business being 7-6. Like, they are not a good football team, guys. Again, they had Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson. I completely understand. They're probably a better team than the Rams. Well, I don't even know if they are then. But still, the Vikings have no business being 7-6. But since they played the Raiders, who are really gonna have to lean into the tank now, this is not allowed. Like, you can't do this if you're the NFL. I'm sorry. I hope the Bengals absolutely maul the Vikings next week. I hope the Raiders, like, something happens to them against the Chargers. Like, this just can't happen, guys. I'm sorry. Like, lowest scoring indoor game in NFL history. Lowest scoring game since, like, 1982 or something like that. Like, this just can't, I mean, actually, no. The Mud Bowl counts, right? Whatever. Like, going into the last 2 minutes. Like, this is just not, you can't allow this, guys. Like, this is so bad. Holy crap. Nick Mullins was okay. I'll be honest there. Josh Dobbs, he's a backup. Running game was good until Alex Madison got hurt. Again, Justin Jefferson was the only guy doing much. T.J. Hawkinson, again, when they could actually throw it to him, he was good. But when they couldn't, yeah, you saw it. Defensively, everyone on the both defenses gets A+. Because I really don't know how both defenses were this good. Aiden O'Connell was trash. Josh Jacobs struggled mightily. Devontae Adams was just completely just destroyed in this one. And just got mauled. But Hunter Renfrow was really the only guy that signed life for both of these offenses. And, of course, he had to fumble. He had a 38-yard catch. Longest play of the game. Again, both teams had over 200 yards. But, again, this is 3 turnovers for the Raiders. And the fact that, again, the Vikings really just sucked. Again, this game, I really don't want to talk about it any more than I have to. Like, again, good job, Vikings, I guess. But, no, not even good job. I hope you guys, like, lose out. Holy crap. Time to keys to Alright, Vikings. Offensively, they're getting 10 minuses. I don't care they won. Defensively, 10 pluses. And now let's just talk about the Raiders. Yeah. Yeah, Raiders time. What the hell? Alright, the Raiders. Offensively, they're gonna get, can I go lower than 10? I'm gonna give them 15. They were that bad, guys. I don't care they moved the football a little bit. That was so bad. Defensively, 10 pluses. I really don't care to give up that touchdown at the end of the game. Like, good job. Like, 0 touchdowns is crazy. Alright, Seahawks and Niners. Here were the highlights. Yeah, honestly, this game could have about as well as it could have for the Seahawks. Let's be completely honest.
After that win against Philadelphia, we were because we're conscious of that. But yes, Kev, a huge discussion within that 4.
Nice catch and a lot of room. McCaffrey might go. Being chased, cuts back inside the 10, and he's down. 72 yards on the run, and now first and goal. Jordan Mason gets the ball, and he walks in for the touchdown. 49ers. Couple fakes, steps away from pressure, going deep down the field for Metcalf. He caught it. Is he in? He is. Touchdown, Seattle. Has got it. 4-man rush. Purdy pumps, throws. Ayuk, it's intercepted. Love has got it off the deflection. Picked up. Purdy sets. Launch. Has Samuel wide open. He's got it. Touchdown. 4-man pressure. Bosa getting after Love. Gets away. Long way to go. Makes a cut. Not going to get there. Drake Greenlaw. Off his spot, still looking to go deep. Has Brandon Ayuk. He's got it down to the 30. They're going to run to the left with Samuel. He's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Put off to Walker. Has trouble catching it. And stays on his feet. Looks for some blocks. If he gets through, he's got a room here, and he's got his first down and more. Still going out across the 4. Block. Fakes left. Nothing right. Oh, he's got wide open over the middle. It's Parkinson racing to the end zone. He is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Purdy. Fake. Has a man wide open. It's caught. Kittle. Penalty flag. Kittle on the way to the end zone. It's a touchdown. But let's see what the penalty. Some work to do. Down by 12 with Locke. A lot of time. Gonna air it deep. DK Metcalf triple covers. And it's intercepted. Jair Brown. Purdy loading up, going for Ayuk, tight window, makes the catch, spins around, and Ayuk lost the ball, and it's recovered by Seattle. 5, block, steps in, lost it deep down the field, it's underthrown, and it's intercepted by Fred Warner. Like the kids in art school said they would.
Alright, and the Niners can take care of business with a pretty dominating 20-16 win over the Seahawks. But the Seahawks did put up a fight, but they still lose their 4th straight game. DK Metcalf broke a bench and like a legitimate bench. Tossed Fred Warner and got ejected. So, yeah, that's about, like, the frustration for the Seahawks. But they did make this a game, and I would not be surprised if next week they do, again, Monday night at home versus the Eagles. They do win that football game. Niners, on the other hand, they're 10-3, the hottest team in the league. They've won 5 straight. Again, they better not choke against the Cardinals on the road next week, and then they got, again, a massive Christmas game. Again, next week is a trap game, but, yeah, the Niners are in a really good spot right now. For the Seahawks, Drew Lock played pretty well. Again, he had some really bad reads. He missed DK Metcalf a couple times. Again, basically both picks were arm punts, but outside of that, he did make some big throws. 22 of 31, 269, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks overall. Nice. Running game, they didn't really have a chance to run it, guys. They were trailing for most of this game. Tyler Lockett was pretty good, 6 for 89, pretty good fantasy-wise. DK, again, he got absolutely owned on that second half, but he did get open a lot. Kobe Parkinson had, of course, the touchdown. Again, they used, if you didn't know that Kobe Parkinson touchdown was the same play the Niners used against them back in Week 15 last year for the Niners to clinch the division. Wait, I swear they clinched the division. I think they clinched the playoffs. The Niners did. I think they did. Wait, did they? I swear they did. Whatever. The Niners basically... No, they didn't clinch the playoffs, right? No, I don't think they did. They got close to it, at least. They will have a chance to next week and probably the division, too. Yeah. They win next week, they clinch the division, which should happen. Seahawks, though. Defensively, they did a decent job outside of Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams was the sole reason they lost. No, I'm kidding, but still. Jamal Adams was god-awful in this game. I'd probably give him an F. Reek Wallen was a little better. Didn't really tackle, though. Julian Love had a pretty good game. Really only guy really gave a rat's who. They did do a good job with pressure, though, so, I mean, I guess that's good. But, yeah, the Niners' offense was big play galore. Brock Purdy, 368 yards, career high, 2 touchdowns. The interception wasn't great, but whatever. He did, obviously, Christian McCaffrey, 74 yards to open the game. Jordan Mason had a touchdown as well off of that. And actually, Deebo Samuel had 2 touchdowns in this game. And he is ridiculous. Back to his 2021 form. 7 for 149 touchdown. Brandon Ayuk also 6 for 126. George Kittle had the 44-yard touchdown. Yeah, this offense was awesome. Defensively, they gave him a lot of big plays. The corners struggled. Charvarius Ward really doesn't have much to say. Deontay Lenore was a complete, hothead in this game. Safeties did a decent job, though. Jair Brown, watch out for him. He's actually really good. And the defensive line did do a decent job. Team stats, though, Niners had over 525 yards of offense. That's ridiculous. And they didn't have the ball longer, though, because, again, the Seahawks did do something with that. But let's be completely honest, guys. The Niners just won with big plays and just completely outraced the Seahawks, as expected. And for the Seahawks offense, Gino's got to have it to nail. Again, he didn't play, so that's not great. Chris Haynes using inside helped the Javon Hargrave penetrating. I think he did a decent job there. DK did not have a big game, though, and again, they just got completely outran, as expected. I think they did actually probably a better job than they did in the wild card round last year, and definitely the game back in week 2 last year, too, in San Fran. So, offensively, I'll probably give them 2 pluses for, again, how they played, but they definitely missed a couple opportunities, and you really can't ask much more from them. Defensively, again, there's really nothing to say about what they could have done, because, I mean, there really isn't anything. The Niners just completely were better than them in this game, so I would probably give them, 6 minuses. Without all that, yeah, I'll talk about the Niners. Again, the way they used Deebo was perfect, but I don't think they actually used screens enough to set up this big shot hole run, because, again, they just went off for it right away. And actually, George Kittle was getting the ball on that 2-pump look. They didn't try to do that again. Actually, the Seahawks did it, ironically. But, yeah, George Kittle was wide open for that touchdown. The scheme was great. The play calling was great. And, obviously, what is it called? Brock Purdy did a great job. 5 pluses for the offense. Honestly, probably 6. 527 yards is ridiculous. Defensively, don't press up. I really don't care what they did because they didn't really have to do too much. But they were okay, I guess. I'll still give them 2 minuses, though. Yeah, the big 2 interceptions, but let's be honest, guys. No, I'll give them a minus. But they would have lost. I wouldn't say they lost. No, probably so. Yeah, they were equal, son. They were okay. The Niners defense really wasn't that special, though. All right, Broncos and Chargers. Obviously, probably an elimination game for the Chargers. Here were the highlights, and obviously, yeah, it got pretty.
Goldwood, California. It's an AFC West battle between Matt Ryan, Tiki Barber, A.J. Ross, our entire crew. Chargers will get the football to begin this one. For the Broncos, and they throw on first down, and Mims makes the catch taken away by Davis, but they're going to say Marvin Mims was down. Enough to go for it on 4th down in favor of the field goal. Herbert pump fakes now to the end zone. Everett, did he hold on? No! He started 1 out of 5. On 3rd down, his pass is deflected at the line, and Cooper picks it off! The Bruston goal. Javonte Williams, he's in! Finally! His first touchdown since December of 2021. Chargers 0 for 6 on 3rd down. Stick, and as he throws by McMillan, he picks it up. 23-yard field goal attempt for Will Lutz. And the kick is good here. Now he's going to take a deep shot. Sutton in the end zone. And Courtland Sutton with a flag down makes the catch. A bigger role, but we played a lot better as Stick goes deep for Johnston.
Look to score quickly.
And Beckler up the middle and in. Touchdown. And the Chargers are finally on the board. It's their first touchdown.
Have to do to win in December in this league.
It's got the wishbone going on, too.
Wilson fakes it. Wide open is Troutman for the touchdown.
Pocket of his sweatshirt, so Ethan Stick may be the guy.
Simmons knocks it out, and Eckler recovers. Including third downs where they're 0 for 12. Third worst in franchise history, going back to 91. And Stick loses it. Scooped up by Josie Jewell.
And the Broncos are able to go through the chaos and knock off a divisional rival in their first meeting of this season with a bounce-back 24-7 win over the Chargers. Yeah, the Broncos' offense wasn't great in this game. They did get it done, of course, with some big plays. Moved to 7-6. Chargers fall to 5-8, and yeah, their season's effectively over. Very frustrating game for them. Obviously, they have the Raiders on Thursday night. Broncos will play on Saturday night against the Lions. Russ was good. 21 of 33, 224, 2 touchdowns, interception. The running game wasn't anything special, but Javonte Williams had his first touchdown in basically 2 years. Courtland Sutton continues his big play ways with that 46-yard highlight reel touchdown. Of course, it was the play of the day. I don't know who this dude's name is, but he had a big 35-yard catch, and obviously Adam Troutman with that pathetic touchdown. Defensively, Alex Singleton's 14 tackles, a sack. They got a ton of pressure. It was ridiculous. They just brought blitz after blitz after blitz. No one won on the outside for the Chargers. That really helped for them. Of course, all their corners played well. Nick Neal getting hurt actually probably helped this team, which kind of sounds crazy, but him being back actually will be a good thing because, again, they're earning them next week. Chargers, Easton Stick had one big play, and that's really about it. He struggled with his pocket awareness, but he does have a decent arm and obviously made some big throws. Justin Herbert, again, got hurt, so there's really nothing to say about him. Running game was a couple of nice runs, I guess. Receiving-wise, also the Quinn and Johnson playing Keenan Allen making a couple plays. This offense was completely owned by the Broncos secondary. Kenneth Murray Jr., 12 tackles, a sack. He was pretty good. Derwin James did a good job against the run. But outside of that, I mean, guys, there's really nothing really bad you can say for this defense. I actually think they did a decent job because in coverage, again, they really did almost about everything you could ask them to. Again, a couple big plays from Russ was really bad, but again, they kind of gave up at the end too. But this defense actually had one of their better games of the season. They've been really good the past 2 weeks. Team stats, no, that's not good. Yeah, team stats. Let's go. The Broncos did have over 300 yards, but it didn't really feel like it. The Chargers did have under 300, but not by too much. Again, third down efficiency, 8 of 17 to 0 of 12. That's about all I got for you guys there. Time for the keys of the game. Great. All right, for the Broncos offense, Russ making sure that Derwin is biting so he doesn't get killed on pre-snap reads, blah, 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 blah. A couple times he did get beat by that. Courtland Sutton obviously had the touchdown, so offensively, probably should give him a plus. Decent game. Defensively, put Barrett Browning and stuff on first down, so the minus check downs. No, he didn't. They didn't bum. They screwed it. Just have him blitz every time. Play man on third down. Yep, they only got burned twice by that. And double Keenan Allen. They didn't do that. They just had him play one-on-one. He did make a couple catches, but for this Broncos defense, I think again a little inconsistent at times. They still only gave up 7 points and technically outscored them. So yeah, defensively, good job, I guess. 5 pluses. Yeah, time to. All right, obviously, Austin Eckler was ironically probably his best game of the season, so I guess that's good. But Justin Herbert getting hurt and basically losing out on playoff chances are not good. So I don't know, 6 minuses, no 5 minuses. They didn't have Justin, whatever. Defensively, Derwin James, I don't know what they were trying to do with him in this game. But outside of that, the defense actually did a decent job. I'll probably actually give them a plus. Good job, I guess, but because they really didn't play that bad. And yeah, that's really all I got for the Chargers, guys. So let's get right into the next game. Yeah, here's the doubleheader game. Yeah, Bills and Chiefs. Again, you've probably heard about it by now. But yeah, Patrick Mahomes, your team's bad. There's no way around it.
Going full throttle at GEHA Field and Arrow 6 and the Kansas City Chiefs. And Tracy Wolfson on site.
Kansas
fans want to see what happens with the Ravens. That battle for the first seed. And here is the ball in the hands of the Bills. 2nd and 8. Down the middle, they go wide open. This could be a touchdown. Touchdown for James Cook. 2nd and goal, they go empty. Design play and spinning, driving, turning those legs into the end zone for a touchdown. Dropped the league high 32 on this team. All in, receivers, backs, 3rd and 18, and able to loft it. Oh, what a play to Kelsey. 3rd and 4. Buying time, and he's picked off. He's picked off by Kamari. Here's the handoff to McKinnon. Again, bobbing and weaving and finding his way for the touchdown. And he's got the time to heave it. And here we go. To the end zone, up in the air, bouncing around. Making a 2-score game. Pass from 31. Quarterback. Looking left, now looking dead center, back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. Rashi looks around, comes back to the right side. Edwards-Helaire, blockers ahead of him. Edwards-Helaire hurdles for more yardage. About 27 yards with Townsend on the hold. And this game is tied with 11 and a half to go. Josh from the sideline lobs it. Was he inbounds? Oh, he dropped it. Then Murray tries to recover it. They're going to do something with this possession. Has to come on this pass play, and there it is. It is caught at the 40-yard line. Martin on the hold. Kick for the lead, and the kick is good. High on old quarterback. Do a perfect spiral for what looked like an improbable touchdown.
That it just can't happen. These receivers can't get not showing pressure right now, so they're going to have Mahomes can buy time if he wants.
Mahomes steps all the way back to the 33. Down the middle of the...
If I was yours, but I'm not.
The Bills go to Arrowhead and win their 3rd straight regular season game against the Chiefs. Obviously, the Chiefs now have their worst record through 13 games in the history of Patrick Mahomes, again with 5 losses, and it's also the first time I think the Chiefs really have ever occurred where they've gotten worse as the season's gone along, and it's really been anticipated, to be completely honest. Next week, though, they got a game against, who the heck are they playing? The Patriots. That would really suck if they lost that for them. Their number 1 seed chances are dwindling mightily. They only have a 9% chance now, even though they have all those head-to-heads. Bills at 7-6. Their playoff chances are still alive, and they didn't really play that great of a game. Of course, they did get up to that 14-0 lead, though. Josh Allen wasn't anything crazy, but he did make a couple big throws, 233 yards, touchdown pick overall, and wasn't very accurate. The running game was okay. James Cook had some nice runs. Josh Allen, not so much, but he did have a touchdown. James Cook also led them in receiving, which is never good, but Stephon Diggs got absolutely, just completely locked down by L'Jarius Sneed. Deontay Hardy did catch one nice play, though. Offensively, it was there. Again, it wasn't great, but they got it done. Defensively, they were actually really good. I really liked the zones they were running, making it hard on those receivers to read those routes. And obviously, again, they didn't play much man because even their guys couldn't cover. Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer heavily relied on. They did a good job. Christian Benford made some nice tackles. Teron Johnson was really good in the slot and outside. A.J. Epineza also had an interception. Chiefs-wise, Mahomes, he tossed his helmet, complained about a call that was very reasonable and the right call. Because, bro, I gotta get the fact you don't want inconsistent calls. That is a fair point, bro. But then again, Kadarius Toney, bro, he was offside. There's nothing you can say about that. He was in the neutral zone at that snap. That is a penalty. I don't care how great of a play Travis Kelce made. That is not okay. It's just the truth about it. It's in the rule book. You can complain all you want about the rule book. Probably get a huge fine, bro. And what's really the bigger picture is, guys, I like Rashee Rice, guys. It's a year away from him. He's not a number 1 receiver. 7 for 72 in touchdown. But the plain truth about it is, their running game could only do so much. Jarrett McKinnon was actually probably pretty good. And their receiving core is not good enough to win a Super Bowl. It just isn't. It's simple as that. And I don't think the team's... I wouldn't say they're done, but they are done. I wouldn't be surprised. The Chiefs could get to the Super Bowl. They're not winning it, though. That's all I'll say. The Chiefs are not winning the Super Bowl here in 2023. It's not going to happen. But outside of that, defensively, they were pretty good. They did have 3 sacks against a couple of plays like they could have been better on Josh Allen. But this defense really can't complain about. They've been good all year. They had another good game. For the team stats, though, the Bills did have over 300 yards, same thing with the Chiefs. Again, I really don't care about that, though. Again, 1 to 2 turnover ratio. It really comes to that last play, guys, and the fact, again, the Chiefs cannot find someone to actually finally get the ball to. They don't have that go-to guy. Simple as that. Wait, who the heck are the Bills playing next week? Oh, they're playing the Cowboys in America's Game of the Week. Yeah, they're going to stop on the Cowboys. Down the keys to game grades. For the Bills offense, they're going to be better next week for sure, but they weren't bad. I'll probably give them 2 pluses. They were okay. Bills defense, really good job. They stepped up on Patrick Mahomes, made it hard for him to actually make some throws. Obviously, they were really good up front. The run defense was okay. They didn't have a couple big yak plays, but I really don't think they did a bad job. They made it, again, really hard on that Chiefs offense to move the football. But again, they kind of did, so I'll give them probably 4 pluses. Solid game by the Bills. Definitely not the Ray game, but they did win it, so kept their playoff chances alive. Time for the Chiefs. And for Kansas City, it's now or never for a receiver to step up in that number 1 role. Rasheed Rice is not a number 1 receiver, guys. Simple as that. I already talked about it. They're done. Like, they're not winning the Super Bowl. That's what I mean by that. But they get the ball to Jared McKinnon at least, so I'll probably give them 4 minuses for that. But, guys, you can't rely on that type of stuff. Again, Mahomes, it was a boiling point for him. Defensively, though, I really don't have anything to complain about. Again, maybe a couple of those plays, they could have done a better job in terms of discipline and coverage, but defensively, they did a decent job, guys. I'll probably give them 2 pluses. It just comes down to the fact this offense is not, again, the receivers are just not good enough to win a Super Bowl right now. And Andy Reid, I don't know how you scheme up these plays, but if these guys aren't executing, it's really hard to move the football. And guys, they're just not the same team they were last year, obviously, but this team is a lot worse than you'd expect them to be. They've gotten worse, and maybe lose the Patriots next week. Yeah, here was Sunday Night Football, though.
Clear in the mid-40s on this December night in Dallas and 20 miles west in one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium.
Spring full. Prescott bouncing, looking, escaping, throwing on the run. Flag is down as Lamb catches it, takes it to the end zone for a touchdown. First and 20 and a design run with Hurts. Takes it to the 20, lost the football. Dallas is on it. Run inside, Pollard shifting direction, got the first down. Made a 58-yarder against the Rams. Aubrey swings it from 60, long enough, and good. Great man puts it down, and Elliott sneaks it in. He's been successful with the sneak. The turn and gets Donald. Is he in? They run it from the side. That's going great. Just sneaks 6 for Dallas. 1 timeout left. Pressure on, and he throws to the end zone. Well, down the 1 is Cooks. Prescott looking to throw inside for the touchdown with Gallup.
Run defender, so big change here.
A.J. Brown with the pressure on. Gilmore knocks it out. It's free. And the Cowboys come up with it. 5. Prescott in trouble. Cox lost the football. Jalen Carter, the rookie, has picked it up. And Carter, score. Game on. Now from 59. Aubrey. He's done it again. Here comes the pressure. Hurts throws underneath. Catch and run. Devontae. No. Gilmore again. 60 went from 59. 35. Devontae Smith into the secondary. Lost the football. And Dallas is on it.
He's not a head coach in this league next year.
Third and 5. Pressure from the edge. Aubrey from 50. And he knocks that one through.
And the Cowboys mauled the Eagles, who are completely cooked at this point. They look cooked the whole game. They didn't score an offensive touchdown. First time that ever happened since week 17 of 2017. But, yeah, the Cowboys just completely owned the Eagles. This was awful. 33-13 was the final. Good job, Cowboys. You win what was your 5th straight game. I really don't care that you guys won this game because, to be completely honest, I'm not, completely surprised that you won this one. Yeah, that's how I'll put it. But we'll see how good they actually are because the next 2 weeks they have to go to Buffalo and then Miami. I would not be surprised if they lost both those games. But either way, for the Eagles, yeah, back-to-back losses is just not good. But you just went out and get the number 2 seed. So please do that. Either way, though, they got the Seattle next week. That'll be interesting in Seattle. Cowboys, on the other hand, again, they're playing in Buffalo on America's Game of the Week. Damn, that'll be a good game. But either way, Jalen Hurts, decent actually through the air. It was pretty decisive. On the ground, though, they had 4 fumbles. Kind of difference in this game. A.J. Brown didn't get completely wide open in this game, but he did do a decent job. Devontae Smith got absolutely mauled by, Stephon Gilmore, just completely clamped. It was not good. Defensively, they didn't really show up. They just, again, didn't really show up to the stadium. You got the ball moved on a lot. I will say this, though. They kind of did step up at some points. Obviously, Jalen Carter with the scoop and score for their only touchdown of the game, but it was a dead defensive performance. They didn't really look like what they wanted to be out there. And for good reason. Bro, I don't want to play the Cowboys. And speaking of the Cowboys, Dak, yeah, he was pretty solid. 24-39, 271, 2 touchdowns. Running game wasn't anything impressive. Receiving-wise, Jake Ferguson is a really good fantasy tight end. CeeDee Lamb was pedestrian, I guess, but he did catch a touchdown. And Michael Gallup had a couple bombs. Brandon Cooks got shut down, of course, outside that 31-yard catch that set him up on the 1-yard line to get that touchdown as well. Devon Gilmore, MVP of probably the game, NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Yeah, he was crazy. Outside of that, Deron Bland was okay. Mike Parsons, I guess, had a sack, but I really don't care, guys. Again, good job, Cowboys. I guess you won, but again, they can win these type of games. They're not going to win in the playoffs. 400 yards of offense, and yeah, they did the ball a lot longer, but yeah, they looked a lot better than the Eagles in this game, and good for you guys. Time for the keys to the game grades. All right, for the Eagles offense, Jalen's got to get the ball out of his hands on slants, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they just didn't show up, guys. It was simple as that. They looked dead. They only scored 6 points. There's nothing good you can say about this offense. 5 minuses. Defensively, again, they kind of just didn't show up either, but the only difference is, again, they kind of did make a couple of nice plays. None of the corners played well. None of the safeties played well. I mean, Sidney Brown was okay, but that's not going to do it. So, defensively, I don't know, 6, 7 minuses. Yeah, that's it, guys. Time for the Cowboys. And wrapping up the NFL Week 14 Sunday recap with this Cowboys keys to the game grades. Tony Pollard can't get beat on the edge one, blah, 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 blah. He did it a couple times, but it was okay. And, obviously, Dak was really good. So, yeah, 4 pluses. No, 6 pluses. 30 points. 30 points. No, 5 pluses. Defensively, they didn't actually have to do too much. Again, they forced a couple fumbles. Like, it wasn't an easy game by any means, but the fact the Eagles don't run the football really helps you guys. So, again, forced a lot of turnovers. 5 pluses. I'm done with these Cowboys, guys. And that's all I got for the NFL Week 14 Sunday recap. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, see you for the Monday Night Football recap tomorrow. Please, honestly, Titans winning would be kind of hilarious, and Derrick Henry gashing them. But more importantly, where are they? Giants, please win. Please, for God, bid win. And that's all I got, guys. Yeah, see you for the recap tomorrow of that Monday Night Football game.
Poke free by Kane, and now McDavid, what a spin, the recovery, the shot, to score!